take for you to catch a case, now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's a throw. It's complete, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. But no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Saints defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Simpson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Simpson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Back to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
Trick the Eagles! Trick the Eagles! Ready!
Throwing to start the drive. Bond. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. Bond. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Looking to throw. Bond. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Isaiah Foskey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A great play there. 35 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Matt Araiza now. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Simpson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bond. Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Off the play fake. Simpson. And this throw will be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff now. Miller. Now, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Bond. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Bond looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Bond. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Ridley. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Miami set to take over. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Simpson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Off the play fake. Simpson. Throw left side, complete. That's Brewer. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Off play action. Simpson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Simpson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sims. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Play action. Simpson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd down. Simpson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they'll change things up. Throwing to start the drive. Bond. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Off the play fake. Bond. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hey, alert, alert.
On third down, Miller. And some space here. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Bond. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
From the gun on third down. Bond. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Off-play action. Simpson. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw. Simpson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kensray Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Simpson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised about a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake. Simpson, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sims. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off play action. Simpson. And that's complete. It's Sims. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Off the play fake. Simpson. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off play action. Simpson buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Simpson toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying.
Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Simpson. Open man here. Sims complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake. Simpson. That man again, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off play action. Simpson. The throw taken in by Sims. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, Simpson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to... In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Off the play fake, Simpson, and going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not, he's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been running.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off play action, Simpson. And this one is incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, Simpson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Totally.
Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bond. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10. Bond. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Bond. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Off the play fake. Simpson. Wide open receiver complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Simpson. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. There's some bad pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Off the play fake. Simpson. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Off play action. Simpson. He gets it to Sims. Complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake. Simpson. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Off play action. Simpson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Sims. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Simpson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Simpson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Alexander Mattison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Saints 43. Daniel Carlson set to
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Simpson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Simpson. He finds his man complete. That's Sims. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Simpson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 15. A minute 56 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Ready.
They begin with a run by Miller. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Bond, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play looming on third down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Bond. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Bond. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.